Hey guys, Mel Wolf here. It's that time again, switching to my new trays. I hope that you guys are all doing really well. I've had a lot of really good comments and feedback from people both on my Facebook page and on here, so that's fantastic. By the looks of it, a lot of you have started your own journeys with Candid, and that is fantastic. I am so excited for you guys. Please keep me posted on how things are going, ask questions. That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm doing these videos. A few of you have asked me about how long it takes to get your approval, right, after you send your stuff in. It's hard not to be impatient when you send your impressions in your photos and you're just kind of waiting, right? Guys, it's going to take a little while, right? So you don't want them to rush through it, right, and just approve you without doing a proper vetting of your pictures, your impressions, and can they really help you. So something that you all have to keep in mind that are interested in doing these invisible aligners are that Candid Co. does mild to moderate cases, okay? Same with your other companies other than Invisalign, right? Your ones that you kind of do impressions on your own, or maybe you get the scan, or they mail you everything, all your trays. Those are mild to moderate cases, guys. So if you have a severe case and they deny you, you can't be mad, okay? Mild to moderate cases, okay? But give them the time that they need to really look through your case and evaluate whether or not you're going to be a good candidate. You don't want them to just stamp it and move it along on the assembly line. You want them to take the time to make sure, because this is your money and it's your mouth, guys. It's nothing to mess around with. So yeah, it can take up to 30 days. I don't remember exactly how long mine took, but it was about that time. And then once they approve you and you actually pay for it, it can be another 3 weeks to 30 days for them to actually make all your trays. Again, I'm okay with that. I want them to take the time that they need to make sure that my program and my trays are exactly what they need to be. So give them that time. You stay in contact with them, certainly. And if you want to check in on the status, then definitely do it. But give them the time to make sure that the program is good for you, okay? How have the last 2 weeks been? Good. The bottom one, by probably a week into it, I could just pop it right off. So my bottom teeth, guys, are almost done. So it's just this one. Otherwise, they've really moved. So that one, compared to that one, my bottom doesn't have a lot of moving left to do, so I think my teeth just move the way they need to, and then that tray is just kind of loose. Like I had mentioned in my last video, I did talk to Candid and like, well, you can move ahead on your bottom trays if you want to, but that's just too risky to me, because then I'm like changing my bottom tray 1 week and then my top tray the next week, and I'm on like 14 here and 15 here, and that's too confusing for me. I don't want to risk screwing my program up. And then what happens when you get to the end? So then your bottom is done, but maybe you're like 2 weeks behind your top. So I just dealt with it. It is what it is. By probably 3 days ago, my top one was actually pretty loose too. So I would say 3 days ago, I could have changed to these new ones. I'm trying to just stick with the program. I'm not an orthodontist. I don't know how this stuff works. So I'm trying to trust the system and know that whatever, they're loose for a few days. That's fine. If you hear a cat in the background, by the way, that would be mine. He may pop up here at some point, but he's not very happy about being shut in the room. But so once I started the video, he was stuck. So it's just the way it is. So I actually kind of looked, let's see here. So I looked at my next one for my bottom and I got a little nervous. So we're going to see how this goes. So if you look at the bottom, my next one, like those are all like straight. So that's how this, you know, that's where my teeth are going on this one. And that one's not. So it's either going to hurt a lot or it's not going to fit well. So I'm anticipating a little bit of a, you know, I'm going to have to really use my chewies to get that on there. If I have really big problems, I'm going to contact Candid. Someone had asked me this last couple weeks about, you know, how do you feel your treatment is moving in line with your 3D rendering that they gave you. Another thing to keep in mind, guys, is the 3D rendering is it's just that, right? It's a rendering of how your teeth are anticipated to move throughout your program. But something you have to keep in mind is that these guys, they're not psychic. They don't know truly how your teeth are going to respond until you start doing the program. So there's a chance that your teeth movement might be slightly different than what this perfect 3D computer model shows you. What matters is how are these fitting, guys? Are they fitting? And are your teeth, you know, moving, and by the time you have to switch them out, are they feeling pretty loose? Okay. If you're wearing them the way you're supposed to, they should feel fairly loose by the time you switch to your new ones. If you're not wearing them the amount of time you're supposed to wear them every day, and you get to the end and they're still really tight and you switch to the next ones and they don't fit right, or you're in a lot of pain and you just keep doing that, and ultimately at the end your teeth don't look the way the model says they're going to, most of that's probably your fault. Okay, so there's a reason you're supposed to wear them 22 hours a day. Now, have I gone over before? Yes. When I went to Vegas, that was tough. I made up for it as best that I could, but as long as you don't make a habit of that, you're fine. You know, if you do that a day or two here and there, we're human. We're not perfect, but you need to stick to the rules as much as you can. They're there for a reason when it comes to this stuff, okay? So if you get to the end of it and your teeth don't look the way they're supposed to, or you're in pain all the time, or you're saying they don't fit, if you're not wearing them the way you're supposed to, guys, that's gonna happen, okay? You're responsible. You're all adults. You are responsible for following the program, okay? But that is the first time I've noticed like a pretty big deviation. So I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to go. So I think we'll do the top one first. And then, movements. Guys, that code that I gave you, Candid Mel 25. So CANDID MEL 25. That code is still good, guys, for 20%, 25% off? 25% off of movements. So keep using it. It's good. There's no expiration on it at this point. I just talked to Movements the other day. They said the code is still good. They said you guys have been using it. Use it, guys. Get those things for cheaper. They're fantastic. Use them every day. They freshen your breath. They help with the dry mouth. And they help you have a good way to keep your trays seated. So use that code up. It's there for you. Keep using it. Okay? All right. Let's put these guys in. It's tight. I'm the weirdo that gets entertained by pain. I don't enjoy it, but so I'm to use my chewies a little bit. It's all because of this one, but it's moving. Oh, you missed him. All right. Let's do this one. This is what I'm nervous about. Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt. This one's gonna be tough, guys. By far, I think the worst so far. So it's not even on all the way, and it already hurts. Oh. So I'm not gonna be able to talk about it once I get this in. So I'm kind of gonna say my goodbyes to you guys now. I feel like I'm going off to die or something here. But I'm gonna wrap up the video before I put this one in, because once it's in, that one hurts bad. So I won't be able to talk. I'm gonna have a big lisp once I get this in. So I'm gonna have to use my chewies to get this one on. And it's gonna sting, but a few days I'll get through it. So as always, guys, comment below if you have any questions about anything. Please let me know. That's what I'm here for. Follow me on Facebook, guys. Remember, I have the Facebook page. It's a lot easier to get a hold of me there, and once in a while I do put some additional posts and things like that on there, so make sure that you follow me on Facebook, okay? Otherwise, that's all I have for you guys for this video. I will see you guys again in 2 weeks, unless I see a reason to kind of record another video for you guys. We'll see how this one goes. I'm gonna be very curious to see how this goes. So until then, guys, take care. All right, be well.